What's up, my people? How's everybody doing in Los Angeles, California? Coming from you straight from Southern California. I'm so excited tonight. I'm so pumped up right now. The Dodgers won. They took Game 2 in Chicago at Wrigley Field. Now the series is tied 1-1, and the series shifts back to Los Angeles for Games 3 and Games 4. I'm just, words can't describe how I feel right now. I'm so stoked that this team finally pulled it out on the road, stole a game at Wrigley Field. And Giants fans, they can't say anything. They need to shut their mouths and be quiet. Stay quiet for once. Shut the hell up. You guys did not win a game at Wrigley Field. At least we won a game at Wrigley Field. You guys got swept out there. We pulled it off tonight. So shut the hell up, Giants fans. Your season is done. It doesn't matter anymore. Madison Bumgarner is obviously not the best pitcher in baseball. You guys can keep believing that. You guys can be delusional all you want. But the best pitcher in baseball, you guys saw him tonight, is Clayton Kershaw. The most dominant performance I've seen by Clayton Kershaw in the playoffs. The guy was phenomenal. He was fantastic. He was unhittable. He was just unbelievable tonight. I mean, he gave up a few hits. You know, he gave up consecutive hits. Other than that, he was flawless, okay? You know, the guy is just superb. The guy is proven that he is a winner in the postseason. In recent years, he has struggled in the postseason. You know, the seventh inning has, you know, kind of been a nightmare for Clayton Kershaw, unable to get through 7 innings without being, you know, without struggling, you know, giving up a number of hits in the 7th inning. Tonight, he was perfect. This was a dominant performance by the Dodgers ace, the 28-year-old, I believe, 28 years old. He is just a great pitcher. The game's most dominant pitcher. There's no other way around it. He's the game's most dominant pitcher. Before I go further about Kershaw, I want to talk about a Chicago fan the other day that I came across while I was on a Facebook sports group. You know, one of those sports groups on social media. And there was a Cubs fan on there saying that, well, the Dodgers haven't been relevant since they left Brooklyn. That's some bullshit, because look, the Dodgers won in 1988 when they were in Los Angeles. So how the hell haven't the Dodgers been relevant? The Dodgers made the playoffs a few times in the 90s, and they made the playoffs for the last 4 seasons now. So how the hell have they not been relevant? And leading on to his other point, he said that the Cubs were more relevant than the Dodgers. Now look, maybe the Cubs are more of a popular ball club. Maybe they are more of a prestigious, more of a prominent ball club, for the simple fact that they play in a storied Wrigley Field. They play at a storied Wrigley Field, one of the oldest fields, one of the oldest ballparks in Major League Baseball. Maybe it's the fact that they have a fan base that travels well. They have one of the most exciting fan bases in baseball, a very passionate city. Chicago is one of the greatest sports cities in America. Maybe it's because of those things. But hell, the Cubs just became relevant last year. Before that, they weren't even relevant at all. So how the hell can you say the Cubs are more relevant than the Dodgers? This team was not even in the playoffs. This team used to suck really bad. The Cubs used to suck really bad. They started. They did not. They weren't even a playoff team until Joe Madden came there. Then you hear names like Chris Bryant, Addison Russell, Anthony Wizzle. You know, you have a young squad. You have a great pitching rotation with Kyle Hendricks, Jake Arrieta, John Lester, a veteran, a two-time champion with the Boston Red Sox. You know, but before then, this team was not relevant at all. So the guy tries to tell me, he comments back to me and says, well, we were relevant during the Sammy Sosa era. Really? Really? Your team was, your Chicago Cubs team was relevant during the Sammy Sosa era? You mean to tell me you're saying that Sammy Sosa, a guy who juiced, a guy who needed steroids to help him perform, was your lead player, your top star player back then? You're serious about that? This is how I know he started Googling shit, because he was just mentioning names. Then he mentioned Mark Pryor's name. Really, dude? Mark Pryor was injured half of his career in Chicago. He was injured half of the time. Then he mentioned Kerry Wood. He just started throwing out names. You know, so this is how I know he was Googling shit. You know, well, he said, well, the Cubs, you know, they went to the playoffs after after they lost to the Florida Marlins in the NLCS, which they did, but I bet you he don't remember them committing 4 errors in a game that cost them that season. I'm pretty sure he doesn't remember that, because he was Googling everything else, you know, to try to make himself sound smart, to try to make himself sound knowledgeable, like he knew what he was talking about, when in reality, he really didn't know what he was talking about. You know, he's probably a bandwagon Cubs fan that just jumped on the bandwagon like last week and became a Cubs fan last week. Okay, dude, shut the hell up, because you do not know what you're talking about. The Cubs weren't relevant until last season. Okay? Before, this team was a train wreck for years. Okay? It's awful. They haven't won a World Series since 1908. They blame their losses on the damn Billy Goat. Come on, dude. Come on, seriously? The curse of the Billy Goat. Okay, seriously? Now, I got that off my chest. Now, back to Clayton Kershaw. The best pitcher in baseball. No question about it. Giants fans can say whatever the hell they want to say. Every Major League Baseball fan can say whatever the hell you want to say. In a discussion, Clayton Kershaw is the most dominant pitcher in baseball. He has a nasty curveball. He has a 4-seam fastball. He's an incredible pitcher. He's a gifted-ass pitcher. This guy is unhittable, untouchable this postseason. He's won all 4 of his starts in the postseason. He even got a save. He got the final 2 outs in Game 5 against the Washington Nationals. Okay. That right there tells you all you need to know about Clayton Kershaw. Most dominant pitcher in baseball. Nobody comes close. Giants fans can say whatever the hell they want to say about Madison Bumgarner. Madison who? Madison who? Who is that guy? Because last time I checked, they were eliminated from the playoffs by the Chicago Cubs. It's pretty impressive. It's pretty remarkable what Clayton Kershaw has done this October in these playoffs. You know, it's just unbelievable. 4 starts in the last 10 days. The guy is incredible. He's a workhorse. He's unreal. He pitched his ass off tonight, and he dominated the Chicago Cubs in the friendly confines in a hostile environment for anybody else to play. He's done a magnificent job. Then in the 8th inning, of course, It was another masterful performance by Kenley Jensen. Came in, closed it out. That was that. Series tied. It's coming back to LA now. The Dodgers have a chance to take the lead, you know, and to dominate at home. I want to introduce you guys to my girlfriend. I want to turn the camera over to her, and you guys can see what she's all about. She's a passionate Dodger fan. She loves sports. Here she is.
Hi everybody, I'm Denise. I'm Jonathan's girlfriend, as you know. I record most of his videos. Well, all of them, right babe? Practically. I am a Dodger fan, a big Dodger fan, as you all know. I used to work at Dodger Stadium. Great place to work there. Met so many people, met some of the players. You know, when I was working, you know, worked on the 8th floor. You know, I love it. You know, now that I'm not working there, I do miss it. It's a different thing now. And seeing the Dodgers into the playoffs has really, like, it's so much fun. It's exciting, you know. We are going for the World Series this year, hopefully. You know, the Lord wants us to go to the World Series, you know. So hopefully we will get there, and I'll take it back to Jonathan. Bye. Nice meeting you guys.
So what's up? So now you guys met my girlfriend. She's like me when it comes to sports. She loves sports. She's a great sports fan. She's my future wife. I plan to marry her in the future. She's the girl of my dreams. But anyways, I want to get back to what I was saying. Clayton Kershaw's the best pitcher in baseball. It's quite obvious. It's quite obvious. I mean, we still got work to do. We still got a long ways to go. But he's certainly pitching better than what Madison Bumgarner has. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Check me out in future videos. You guys have a good night. Enjoy the playoffs.